All right, second set starting up here. Oh, bounced by Jace Pardon right there. We have a guest coming on here, an actual player who played in the qualifier here, and luckily she wanted to jump on here with me and help me broadcast this women's match, which she knows so much about, of course. I'll let you introduce yourself here.
Great, thank you. My name's Alexia Inman. I will be going to Cal Berkeley next year to play beach volleyball. And as you mentioned, I did play in the qualifier yesterday and was lucky enough to come out today and watch some beach volleyball on this beautiful pier.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited that you're getting the opportunity to go play at Cal.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, I committed my sophomore year, and I knew as soon as I went up there that it was my dream school, and I definitely wanted to help improve the beach volleyball program there.
That's awesome. Does Cal have kind of a rich history of beach volleyball yet? And I know it's a young sport, but
it's just a baby right now. We're growing slowly but surely. I think next year will be our 5th or 6th year as a program. So we're slowly but surely growing. I think last year was one of the best records they had.
Okay.
So getting better every year.
I love it.
Yeah.
And of course, the sport's only been around at the college level for 5 or 6 years, like you said. So
brand new.
You guys are right up there with the best of them, I'm sure.
Yes, we are.
That's awesome. Well, we got a good match here on Stadium Court, and I'm glad you're here to join in with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for letting me be here.
Of course. Are you familiar with any of these girls, or have you played against them yet?
I am very familiar with a couple of these girls. Kelly Larson was actually one of the coaches at Elite Beach Volleyball Club, which we have at Marine Street in Manhattan. Oh. So I was able to get some of her wisdom from her. And Betsy was also a coach there. So we got a lot of great minds down there that we're lucky to learn from every day.
Definitely. And I mean, they're the 1 seed out here, so the team that everyone's kind of looking up to. And so far they've been showing why they're the 1 seed, and
yeah, they're playing great.
I think you're in good hands.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky to have them.
Yeah, definitely. As we got a side switch here, it looks like a well-timed side switch for Larson and Flint. We're struggling with that float serve by Brittany Teagues here. So let's see if they can fight it off as we switch sides. And there's a nice pass to start it out. Now, something I've been kind of talking about is, like what you saw right there, is just the ball control from Betsy.
Yeah.
Each touch seems like she's kind of always under control, and her location of her shots is really good. Is that something she's kind of been teaching as well as doing?
She's definitely one of the best that I've ever seen control the ball. She just always seems like she knows where she's going to put it, and she has no doubt that it's going to go down. And she definitely preaches that at practices.
Okay, well that makes sense. I would hope that she preaches the way that she's playing.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and definitely something I'd recommend to continue working on with her. But she did just hit that cut shot halfway in the net as we said that. But of course we may have jinxed her.
It's because she heard us.
Yeah, we jinxed her, totally. But she came back with that.
Yeah.
All right, so 6-3, 3-6. Larson back to serve. These other girls have put on a really good battle with them. Jace and Brittany. This first set, it was quite fun to watch. And I'm hoping to see them go to the wire with them on this set as well.
Yeah, they're kind of a surprise team, I feel like, this tournament. They've really impressed a lot of people. Jace has, and Brittany.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're another really good ball control team.
Exactly. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch players that kind of have an intention behind each touch. You know? A lot of times people think of beach volleyball and it's like, well, you have 3 touches, so the first 2 don't really matter, right?
No.
Well, at the highest level, we obviously all know that.
They all every touch matters.
Exactly. Each one makes the next one easier.
Yeah, exactly. And all of these players know that.
Exactly. Nice high line by Betsy. As they steady out, and then it's 6-7, slowly creeping back into it. Let's see what they got in store here next. I like that deep swing.
It's a good middle swing right there.
It's a good middle swing. There's a lot of, now on the girls' side, and I'm obviously playing on the men's side a lot more, so it's a different game, but on the women's side, there's a lot more of dropping of the blocker. So the blocker ends up playing defense a lot more. What's kind of the strategy in your from your perspective?
As a blocker, I do drop a lot, and the thing is, you just gotta focus on your side of the court, and you gotta let your defender take her side, and sometimes you just have to give up like a good middle swing like that.
Right.
Because what are you gonna do? It's a great spot. You just have to get ready to have them hit it hard at you, because that's what everyone wants to do when you're pulling.
Right, exactly. And I mean, you got to have a lot of confidence in your defense if you're going to pull in the first place, right?
Oh, yeah.
If not, then I'm assuming you'll just stay at the net.
Yeah, just do what you're good at.
A lot of, on the guys' side, you know, we're staying at the net a lot more often. And obviously, it's a little bit of a different game because of the physicality.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got to give you girls credit for the blockers constantly able to make digs and basically having that skill as a defender as well as a blocker.
Yeah, when my coaches first told me, they were like, you're going to be a blocker, I was like, cool, okay, so I know how to block. And they're like, no, you need to know how to defend when you're pulling.
Right.
Because if you can't do that, then you're just going to get attacked on all day.
I love it. Well, that's the beauty of beach volleyball, right?
Exactly.
When we play indoors, it's you get taught to be specialized. You need to be good at your position. In the beach, if you're not good at one skill, the other team's going to exploit that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you have some of the best athletes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Out on the beach. That was in.
That was a nice shot.
Wow. Betsy showing that poise and ball control. Heat coming right at her, and she's able to.
Perfectly
I don't think she meant to put it there.
No,
to be
but
honest.
that's nice.
Yeah, I mean that's something you train, right? You train those reactions. Something she's probably done a bunch in practice. All right, 10-11 at the side switch, or at the technical timeout. I love it. It's getting closer and closer. You know, a lot of times the top seed you're going to see pull away at the second half of a set, right? Especially as the end of the match gets closer. And for me, it's fun to watch and see what teams kind of get better and what teams are getting worse at this point in the match.
Because the one seeds definitely know how to close a match.
Exactly.
Because they have a lot of experience.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Now, how was your experience in the qualifier this weekend?
It was, I mean, it's always an amazing experience playing in an AVP event. It's probably one of my favorite things to play in, even if it's just a qualifier. I mean, we came out here early in the morning, and we got out here and we just warmed up, and we probably should have warmed up more than we did, which is one lesson that we definitely learned this week. But we had a good time playing against some older, experienced players, and I feel like you always learn something when you're playing people who know the game of volleyball really well.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a strategy, to be honest. I've played for a while now, 5 or 6 years, and it's definitely a strategy to how much you want to warm up, when you want to warm up. Sometimes you want to warm up less.
Yeah.
But that first match of a tournament, you're fresh, but you also need to really get that blood flowing and really get a feel for how the tournament's going to be. So that's probably going to be the one you're going to want to warm up for most.
Especially when it's in a new venue.
That too. All right, so we got Larson back to serve here. They're up 12-11. It's interesting you're going to Cal because we have a bunch of the beach volleyball schools here covered. Wow, what a cut shot there. That was interesting.
It's very nice.
It was almost like a delayed cut shot, right? She almost hit the ground. She was almost landed on the ground by the time she
last second she decided to go for it.
Shows her confidence in her ball control, and then the athleticism of Kelly Larson.
Right back response to that.
Yep.
She has one of the best over on two approaches and put-aways I think I've ever seen. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, very athletic. Jace, a very kind of just natural, fluid player, right? She doesn't look like she's trying to have the best technique or like look the best, but she just kind of gets it done and is very confident.
Yeah. She actually went to the same high school that I went to.
Oh, really?
So
Miracosta?
Yeah, Miracosta. She's a Costa alum with me.
Of course. I live about half a mile from your guys' high school now.
Okay.
As most of us beach volleyball players are down in the South Bay in Los Angeles.
It's a pretty good spot to be.
It ain't bad. But I'm from Hawaii, so.
Oh, okay, well that's not bad either.
Yeah. Both great places.
Oh.
Net on Kelly Larson. I mean, it's interesting to see that they're going after Kelly now with the server. They were at least on that point, and it paid off. So let's see. It'll be interesting to see if Jace goes back to her. Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they're trying to switch it up. Goes back to Betsy, and oh, what a dig.
Good cover.
Oh, Jace feeling it.
Wow.
Kind of shows you what kind of player she is.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 great digs, and of course the LMU coach taking a timeout right when Teagues and Pardon get a little momentum.
Yeah, smart.
Very smart, just to end the route, end the momentum and the run. But yeah, that was impressive play, and Jace Pardon staying really aggressive there after 2 nice digs.
I think when she plays aggressive, she plays her best.
Definitely. I mean, her style almost could come off as lazy, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because it's so like nonchalant and
super nonchalant.
But yeah, I mean, I could see if she's coming in aggressive and she has the ability to just relax and have all these options with that really good wrist. I mean, yeah, she could be. That's
unstoppable.
Lethal.
Almost. Yeah.
Which we saw in that last play, along with her ability to defend. So 16-13, the top seed is losing here, and I'm interested to see right now how they respond, being down here in the second set.
Yeah.
Betsy going back, so she's switching up her line of approach now. Jace is all over it.
Oh.
Jace is feeling it, carrying that momentum past that timeout.
She's making it look easy right now.
Exactly. The deep float too. Oh, there we go. That run continues.
Good swing of momentum for them right now.
Really, really impressive that they came out of the timeout playing well to continue that momentum.
Yeah.
And then there's that where you end your own run.
That is what you do not
I'm sure your coaches have told you a million times, don't end your own run or end your own, kill your own momentum. Did they ever tell you that?
Oh, yeah.
I'd be interested to see if there's things that Kelly and Betsy have taught you, and then if they're applying it out here, you know? It'd be funny if they weren't. You could totally call them out on the live stream if you want.
When I see them at practice, I'll be like, okay, guys.
Exactly.
No, they're executing exactly what they teach us.
Oh, there it is.
Like that. Like,
I love it.
Right on the line, Jumbo.
Yep. Betsy had done that a few times today, actually, and very impressive skill. I was explaining earlier today how that's one of the hardest shots to make because you have such a small window to put the ball. It has to have the right depth, but also the right height to get it over the defender.
Oh, yeah.
If you get it too short, it turns into a free ball for the defense.
Yeah.
If you get it too long, it's out of bounds. So
if you can do that, I mean, that's an impressive skill to have.
It is.
I'm always impressed when I see a sick jumbo being put down.
Yeah, definitely a skill I like.
Great cut from Jace.
Set point, Jace Pardon feeling it. Sticking with her deep float here. This would be a huge upset.
It would. They've really had a really good second half of this game to put them in it.
Oh, look at that location. She was just on fire at the end of that match.
Yeah,
everything was kind of perfect.
Putting every ball down.
And it's going to be quite a treat for us.
See a third set here.
So Jace Pardon and Brittany Teagues took down Caitlin Ledoux and Heather McGuire, who are a really good team. And that was actually an upset because Jace and Brittany are the 9 seed, and Caitlin Ledoux and Heather McGuire were the 8 seed. So this would be their second upset of the day if they can pull out this third set, which would be just absolutely huge.
That would be a gigantic upset.
And then Betsy Flynn and Kelly Larson took down Cami Manuel and Maria Clara Salgado earlier, which is Maria. Are you familiar with Maria Salgado?
I am, yeah.
She's, probably the most experienced player on in the tournament this weekend, and I mean, that's not an easy first round draw at all.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
Maria's made over $500,000 in just prize money alone playing beach volleyball and going against a team that's only in like their third year, and they handle them well. So it shows you they're ready to compete at the highest level, and
they're definitely ready. They just need to take that into this game, and they should clean it up there.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't. Here we go. This should be a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Third set starting out right now.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
She's still on fire.
Jay's carrying the momentum through. She's got a little pep in her step, like you said. When she's aggressive, she's deadly, right?
Completely lethal.
See if she can keep that energy going.
She's got to keep swinging away right now.
Oh, just walks into that line shot.
She's so comfortable right now.
The wrong shot by Betsy for sure.
Yeah.
It was a show and take play by Jace and Brittany, and Betsy just kind of hit it right to her. Getting tongue-tied here. There's a clean side up by your coach. One thing about this team, this one seed, they don't seem to get phased much.
No, not at all.
They don't change their composure, and I think that's what's going to pull this match out, if anything. If they end up winning, it's going to be because they're...
The whole game, they've just been completely under control. Even when they were winning, they weren't worried at all.
Exactly, and of course, when there is another player, tell me if you have experience with this, but when there's someone that you're playing against, they're just on fire, do you kind of accept it, or do you try to fight it or do something different yourself?
No, I mean,
you've
got to do something different. If someone's on fire, you got to match their fire or bring more. I find that when I play, that's what I have to do, because then they'll start to quiet down and maybe start to question what they're doing.
Right, okay, so you kind of just got to counter their energy, right?
Yeah, you got to try and steal their energy away and keep it for yourself.
Okay, I like that. And that obviously doesn't help, having the 6'2" Kelly Larson with nobody up at the net. That doesn't help your energy at all, but we'll see here. Nice swing. Not the best set there, but
she made it work.
She made it work. They were a little out of system, which makes the block and defense kind of out of system as well sometimes.
But Jace Pardon's just super comfortable right now, so she's not worried about it. It's a great cut. Great shot by
Betsy. Now, Betsy and Kelly actually have already won a tournament this year. They were over in China, and they won an FIVB. I think it was a 2 or 3 star event.
Yeah.
Do you know if it was a 2 or a 3?
I'm not sure if it was a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, I didn't do my homework on that one, but either way, it's really impressive. I mean, there's only a handful of players in the world who can say that they won an FIVB tournament.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
And they can say that, and that's this year. So it kind of shows you the kind of run they're on as a team.
They're an incredible team. They have great chemistry together.
Exactly. So they have an FIVB win and an AVP win, and that's, I mean, if their careers ended today, that would be
still amazing.
Impressive resume.
Yeah. Some people strive their whole lives just to get one of those, and they already have both.
Right, and they can say that they're a 1 seed at the AVP tournament already. And that's a super clean side out, and they're showing that composure and why they're the top team in this tournament.
Exactly.
As Pardon and Teagues have to take a timeout to try to counter that momentum that Flynn and Larson are coming up with right now. See what they can come up with coming out of that timeout. How are you liking this venue?
This is a really, really beautiful venue. I was at Seattle a couple weeks ago, which was also beautiful, but I am a little partial to the Bay Area.
Of course, yeah.
So,
your new home, right?
Yeah, new home for the next 4 years.
And when do you move over to campus?
August 13th.
August 13th.
That's when we report for duty.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have a really good time.
I'm so excited.
One of my good friends actually just moved over there to be the indoor coach for the women.
Oh yeah.
Spencer McLaughlin.
Yeah, I heard a lot about him. I actually met him at practice the other day.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. Well, he knows quite a bit about the beach as well. I grew up playing with him, so make sure you tap into his knowledge as well.
I was talking to him, and I was asking, I was like, can you please make sure you make it down to some practices with us next year?
Definitely.
And he said he was gonna definitely try, so.
I recommend it, yeah. He was coaching with Jake Gibb and Taylor Crabb earlier this season a little bit, but unfortunately he moved up here because he was my neighbor and my good friend down in Hermosa, but now he moved over here, so I lost a neighbor.
Well, I get a new neighbor.
You get a new one. There you go. All right, 6-4. They're keeping it close, not letting the 1 seed pull away too far.
No, if you let the 1 seed pull away too far, then it's almost impossible to come back.
And we're only playing to 15 here.
Yeah. You have to start fast from the beginning.
Brittany Teague's kind of doing a dance at the net there. Oh, it's just the size difference there at the net with Kelly hitting and Brittany's block definitely puts Kelly at the advantage there.
Yeah, size is definitely not a teachable aspect, but one that you love to have in the sport.
Right. Oh, nice high swing. Smart. She saw the block was there, but went high with it.
She's still putting down some good spots.
It's whether they can get some on D now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they need right now.
But with Betsy passing well and in system, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
She was in system there, and she went with the deep hit, but ran out of court. Keep serving Betsy. She got that inside set. Not able to make the right play.
So smart.
But
recovers herself at the end.
That's one thing. You know, you don't get the best set. You keep the ball in play, right?
Yeah.
You trust your defense. When your defense is good, when you're someone like Betsy who can trust it, you just keep it in play and give yourself a chance. And that's what she did right there. She
knows that her defense will end up recovering it. It's a great swing.
Wow, nice swing by Jace. Saving them out of system. Now, I mentioned that Flynn and Larson got to play in the FIVB this year, and they won it. Have you ever played outside the country?
I have not played outside the country.
Something that you hope to do?
Something I definitely am hoping to do one day.
Very nice. I highly recommend it. Wow, there's another one of those jumbos. Betsy, one of the only players I've seen doing it out there actually today.
Yeah, and she's executing it too.
Yeah, it's a lot about timing as well. You got to get that defender to take a step first.
Yeah.
And she's doing it beautifully. For all you young players, you got to take notes on that one for sure. Uh-oh.
That's
setting error, but
defense.
Even worse error. Brittany Teague's giving it right back. Now they're just battling at the net.
Oh boy, this is
and they give it another chance.
Defense.
Here we go. See if they can take advantage of this free ball. Brittany Teagues is going to get a shot at it. But they can't put it away, and now you have the 6'2" player at the net.
Who's going to put it down every time.
She's going to dominate the net. That's what she does.
It's her job.
Ridiculous rally.
We talked about momentum killers earlier, and I think a play like that in a set to 15 is definitely a momentum killer.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so demoralizing on you as a team when you know that you've been given a few free balls and you didn't take advantage of them, and you didn't, take the rally into your own hands.
Yeah. And there were so many opportunities in that rally to close it out on both sides.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the top seed seems to be winning it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Winning those small plays, and that's why they have a 2-point lead.
Exactly.
All right, so we're getting down to crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's going to step up. Oh, Good location. Ball just slipped through her hands.
Seems like she's comfortable again, putting down all of her shots.
Player you don't want feeling comfortable throughout
Definitely
a match.
not. I don't think you want anyone on Betsy and Kelly comfortable ever, because they'll execute every time.
Oof. I like that block there. She made the right move. She seems like that's exactly what she wanted. Definitely wants that one back.
Yeah.
You'll see with the replay here, she kind of dragged that inside hand. A lot of times when you know your blocking angle, you know their hitting angle, you want to bring that inside hand with the outside hand, but you really got to stay disciplined and leaving it inside, and she got tooled on it there. Nice seam dig by Jace, but they can't get the right set out of it. Now another one of these rallies. Who's going to come up with it?
This is an important one.
No one for Kelly, and it's a kill. Oh, 4. So.
Oh boy. Now this is going to be a huge momentum swing right here, whoever gets this point.
For sure, it can be huge. I don't know if, I didn't really think it was going to be 4. The girls definitely don't agree with the call.
No, I didn't see 4 contacts, but.
Well, when you have those small points at the net, obviously you can only get 3, but
yeah,
it's kind of the judge's call or the ref's call whether it's a block or a touch off the block, or if whichever person touched it first, you know.
Yeah,
that's kind of his judgment call. So you gotta, at this point, you can't. It's too late. You gotta let it go. And
they're an experienced team, and they know just to move on to the next point. And
exactly.
Betsy immediately executed.
Wow, look at that play. Unreal.
That's perfect.
A lot of seam hits. These girls are just just hammering down the seam, kind of, but the defenders keep reading it as well. That's something I see a lot on the women's side, is they're able to open the court up a lot with shots, and then they want to hit that low seam a lot.
Yeah.
And then the off speed. Beautiful.
I feel like Betsy ended up taking what Jace was comfortable with, and now she's comfortable in playing her game.
Right. Absolutely. And she just stayed with it, right?
Yeah.
That was her game the whole time.
She never faltered from it. She knew it was going to be reliable for her.
And look at that. The first match point, they get it. 15-10. That turned around real quick, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, they closed it because they know how to do it.
The top teams step up at the end of the match. Now they get to go home and rest. Got a good, got their good seed going into tomorrow, and that's a big win for them.
Yeah, they got to continue to defend their #1 seed.
Well, glad you guys got to watch that 3-setter with our top seed here, staying undefeated on the weekend going into Saturday. I'm Tri-Born here, and we got another good match coming up, but want to say thank you to you coming out here and helping me with this live stream. I heard that you might have a career ahead of you in broadcasting.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to be a sports broadcaster, so this was an amazing experience for me for my first time ever doing it.
Oh, first time?
So I'm
wow.
so thankful that you were here to let me do this.
Oh, of course. I thought that you were the veteran broadcaster out here showing me the ropes. Best of luck to you at Cal.
Thank you.
Of course, for the rest of the AVPs that you play in.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we're going to go off air for a little bit here, and stay tuned for the next match coming up on Stadium Court.